Good afternoon, OCA Media is proud to bring this exciting Panther soccer match tonight live from Huntoon Field. Tonight, the Panthers take on the Waunakee Warriors in a non-conference matchup. I'm Ben Baker, and I will be bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panther soccer is brought to you by these fine sponsors: the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play; the Oregon School District, actively building competency, culture, character, and community; the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all of Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exterior, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. I will see you guys back here in a few, as the Panthers are going to start their youth night pretty soon, I believe.
told to stand up here, but I might take you off.
Yeah, it's, wherever you think is best for what you need.
Good evening. Once again, friends, welcome to the Oregon High School campus at Huntoon Field as your Panther Girls Soccer team hosts the Waunakee Warriors in a match-at-large conference showdown. Tonight is Youth Night, one of our favorite events of the season here at Oregon High School. Oregon High School Girls Soccer would like to welcome all the boys and girls soccer players who are in attendance tonight. Most of these girls' varsity soccer players grew up playing for Oregon Soccer Club team at some point, and undoubtedly remember coming to a Youth Night game when they were younger. This spring, all three Oregon High School teams, including Varsity, JV1, and JV2, are hosting training sessions with all the Oregon Soccer Club girls teams. These Oregon Soccer Club teams and a few others with siblings of high school players on them have adopted our high school players tonight and will be recognized alongside them. Thanks to the additional youth players that will also join us this evening to cheer us on and join the fun. The Oregon High School Girls Soccer Program would like to thank the Oregon Soccer Club for its intentional and ongoing partnership. This partnership is one reason the Oregon community remains soccer strong. Waunakee High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Accordingly, we request your cooperation, looking at you, Ross Nelson, by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of tonight's competition. On behalf of the Director of Athletics, Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone in attendance will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. In that same spirit of positive sportsmanship, please join me in a round of applause for tonight's officiating crew. We appreciate you being here and affording these athletes a chance to participate. Also, a special thank you to our longtime scoreboard operator, the best in the Badger Conference, Mike Stutz, and spotter Ryan Steele. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise if able, remove your hats, and join in the singing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Warriors of Waunakee. A senior, number 1, Kira Collins. A sophomore, number 2, Megan Collins. Number 3, a sophomore, Madeline Frazier. A senior, number 6, Smila Bryan. Number 8, a senior, Brooke Nelson. A senior, number 14, Lauren Whitman. Number 15, a freshman, Alexis Thompson. A senior, number 16, Molly Voss. A sophomore, number 18, Emerson Simon. Number 22, a sophomore, Finley Pings. And finally, a freshman, number 23, Ava Diamatis. Waunakee is coached by Andy Mall, assisted by Dan Gage and Derek Helmer. And now, as previously advertised, we'll introduce each member of the Oregon varsity roster as well as the youth team joining them tonight for Youth Night. First, we have 00, Layla Schrader. Layla is joined by the 2016-2017 Girls Academy Sporting Team. A junior, number 0, Reese McCabe. Reese also is accompanied by the 2016-17 Girls Academy Sporting Group. A senior, number 2, Addison Worth. Running out to Addison, the 2016-17 Girls Academy Juniors. Number 3 is senior Olivia Miller. Olivia greeted by the 16-17 Girls Academy Orange. Number 4 is sophomore Maya Maloney, accompanied by the 2014 Boys Black team. All 32 of them. Senior number 5, Mackenzie Bijak. She's joined by the 16-17 Girls Academy Orange. A junior number 7, Ava Butzik. Ava welcomes the 2012 Boys Orange team. Freshman number 8, Jalen Jones. Jalen supported tonight by the 2015 Girls Academy Black. Senior number 9, McKenna Engels, along with the 16-17 Girls Academy Union. Number 10, a senior, Madeline Norhoff. Maddie's joined by the 2011 Girls Orange team. Number 12, a junior, Cameron Lang, along with the 11U, 12U Girls Wasp. Number 13, senior, Anna Majeski, accompanied by the 9-10U Girls Rangers. Number 14, senior, Jordan Steffen, along with the Shrill 2015 Girls Academy Orange team. Number 15, freshman Amaria Dirks, leading the 13U Boys Lightning. Number 16, sophomore Celia Mitchell. Celia's greeted by the 2013 Girls Orange team. Number 17, sophomore Sophia Fulmer, welcoming the 2012 Girls Black group. Number 19, sophomore Kylie Steele. Kylie welcomes the 2013 Girls Orange team. Number 21, sophomore Reese Richardson. Reese being supported by the 2014 Girls Orange team tonight. Number 23, senior Summer Steele, along with a battalion from the 2012 Girls Orange group. And finally, our 2 managers, senior Greta Schreiber and freshman Lily Labarge, who are supported by the 11U, 12U Girls Wasps. The Panthers are coached by Chris Mitchell, assisted by Matt Ullman, Eric Kirsten, and Abby Krenz. Yes, you're not done with me yet, fans. Just a reminder that if you want a chance at winning some of those aforementioned OHS Girls Soccer prizes, including signed game and practice balls, Oregon soccer decals, and bag tags, stop by the concession stand. $10, 3 mini bowl tosses, prizes galore.
And I am back, and I now have a friend as well. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Jeff.
Welcome, everyone, back to Huntoon Field, where we're going to be watching the Oregon Panthers take on the Waunakee Warriors tonight. Jeff Rohrer back in the saddle again tonight. Sorry I missed the last game here, but Ben was able to make sure that things were covered earlier.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Definitely helpful, at least knowing.
Absolutely. This game should be actually a really good one tonight between the Warriors and the Panthers. Both teams have been playing an excellent schedule and have really good records going into this game, and I think this will be a real battle for seeding.
Yeah, I've actually spoken to my math teacher, Mr. Richardson, Reese Richardson's father, He thinks that this game is going to be really interesting. We were looking at stats in class the other day, both Waunakee and Oregon, and each team just kind of goes tick for tack. It's going to be really interesting. His score prediction as of right now is it's going to be about 3-1 to 2-1. So I'm interested to see if that holds up through the game, and we'll see.
They'll definitely have to be bringing their A games on both sides. Hopefully the home field advantage will tilt it just a little bit in the favor of the Panthers tonight. Like I said, we got seeding meetings coming up very, very soon for the playoffs here, and with the Panthers making the move to D1, that's going to be huge.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Waunakee is just short enough of a drive where most of the parents decide to show up, so I don't know how much of a home field advantage it's going to be.
We definitely have a big group. And right next to us, folks, they're playing baseball night. They just so happen to be playing Waunakee next to us, so I think half the town of Waunakee is
and
here.
What's even funnier is there's a track meet going on tonight as well, where it's Waunakee, DeForest, and 2 other schools, including Oregon. So I believe at least half of the town of Waunakee is here. It actually reminds me of a football movie where there's a giant sign that says "Last one out of town, turn off the lights." So I wonder if they had to put that sign up today.
We do want to, before we get our opening kickoff here, we just want to remind our fans out there that these broadcasts are not possible without our sponsors. Their generosity helps all this. We want to thank the Village of Oregon, the Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, One Community Bank, the Oregon Area Community Coalition, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panthers Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries. Greatly appreciate you, and we'll be mentioning them throughout the night for their generous sponsorships of these broadcasts.
Absolutely, and it looks like Waunakee is going to be the first team to get the ball tonight, as we have number 22.
So Waunakee does possess the ball initially, and they are going to try to play it across the back line and try to keep possession. Being pressured now by Butzik. Not able to get there. But on the far side of the field, we do have Olivia Mueller trying to shut her player down. Able to get control of the ball. She's just does a little step over, and she's able to get that free throw in. And we're going to have an Oregon throw. Throw not quite finding its mark. Fight for possession there. Kylie Steele after it. Trying to dispossess. It's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get another throw in here. This time to the Waunakee Warriors. Warriors going from left to right on your screen. Panthers in their home blacks going from right to left. Good pressure there by Butzik. Not able to quite get there, but now on the ball is Steele.
It's going to be back to 21, Richardson.
She tries to cross field, and Richardson is there. Richardson's got speed. Not able to quite shut her down there.
Go cross field again, and
now we're going to look for Kylie Steele trying to make that clear. Not able to get there quick enough. Good cover defense there by number 10, Moorhoff, though. We're going to get a throw in here to the Waunakee Warriors. Beautiful night tonight. Mid-70s, very low wind. Beautiful night for soccer.
It's a little hot in the booth right now, but I'm sure it'll cool down as the night goes on.
Absolutely. That one is able to get cleared up. And Richardson applying that pressure, able to win the throw in for the Panthers. Moorhoff will take this throw. That throw finds its way upfield, finds its way to Mueller. Mueller not able to keep control, though, and Waunakee takes it away. Waunakee trying to get up into their final third and not able to get there. Nice job there by number 8. That was Jones helping out. Panthers continue to add to that depth this season by bringing up some freshmen who can play varsity right away, which is fantastic. Jones now trying to clear that, not able to quite get a boot on it. Kind of congested in the middle. Waunakee's going to look to play it out wide. Steele trying to apply pressure. Now Moorhoff Moorhoff does a great job just staying with her man, so to speak, and just shutting them down right away.
It's going to end up turning out for Oregon as we are super defense heavy.
That was Richardson. That was great defense by Waunakee. Waunakee doing a good job on playing the possession. Oregon came out in a 4-3-3. They'd started the season in a 5-4-2, but they've worked that back into a 4-3-3 this year. And it looks like that's what they're going to try to stick with going into playoffs. Good clearance there by Steele.
I'm sorry, you said seedings came out when?
The seedings, I believe the seeding meeting, it's either this Sunday or the next Sunday.
Oh, okay. Richardson getting a really good contest there, but isn't able to keep up to it. That's going to go down the field to Moorhoff.
That one cleared up by Steele. Looking for Richardson, just a little off the mark. That does go out of bounds. The Panthers a little hamstrung right now as one of their senior leaders not able to take the pitch tonight. Addison Worth still MIA so far. Still recovering as I understand it. Good touch there though by Mueller. Mueller doing a nice job to find Butzik. Butzik plays it up. She finds Maloney. Now that's able to be controlled. The grass on the pitch looks actually quite thick. The ball's not rolling real smooth. It's really kind of getting hung up, and any players that are want to play with speed, they're getting a little slowed down to my view on this one.
Yeah, especially, I don't know how much it is with soccer, but I know lacrosse and football, they're all switching to turf fields. So I don't know if where Waunakee's at with their fields, but this could be confusing them just a little bit coming into it.
Waunakee's primary field is a turf field, and so you might be right when they get into these natural grass playing surfaces, especially ones at this time of year. It's not on purpose, so to speak. They want to, it's spring in Wisconsin. You want to let that grass grow a little thicker so they'll actually come in well.
Absolutely. Richardson's going to throw this one in.
Interesting choice, Richardson throwing it in, but Richardson gets it right back, and now she's in on goal.
1-on-3.
This is an opportunity. Not quite able to get through. I think she kind of ran out of real estate and was a little indecisive on that one.
Yeah, she looks like she didn't have a lot of teammates surrounding her at that given point, but that was a good drive, and I'd like to see something like that happen again.
Absolutely. Felt like they were feeling the game out. Now Oregon's getting a little more offensive. This one finds its way to Butzik. Now it's going to be on Steele's feet. Steele, leading scorer on the team. She plays it back, looking for Moorhoff. Again, even Oregon seems to be struggling a little bit with the speed of the pitch. Some of these balls just need to be a little bit heavier on the passes.
Cross-field pass. Going to be able to make its way to Mueller.
Nice job by Mueller, able to win that. Now Steele. Steele plays a great ball down the line. That's Maloney. Maloney looking for the cross, finds the cross. Almost able to get it right on the foot of Mueller, but not able to quite finish. That was cleared up by the defense of Waunakee. Moorhoff steps right in. Ball being played out. That's Jones. Good interception there by number 15. That's Derrick's. Derrick's another freshman. 2 freshmen starting tonight. Impressive for this team. Butzik on the pressure. Waunakee controls. Plays it upfield. If any of the good folks in Waunakee are watching, it takes us a little while to learn some names, so to speak, and so we're not purposely ignoring your daughters. We just want to give ourselves a chance to familiarize ourselves with these numbers and names a little bit. And from our distance, sometimes not easy to pick it up.
We would much rather wait than say the name wrong. So,
absolutely. The Oregon players, we're just used to and we know. We do every game.
Absolutely.
This now Cleared up.
Long ball as Jones is in a race to get it right now.
Jones does a nice job of covering that. Not able to keep control though, and loses her mark. Comes across, trying to find some way out, and does. Waunakee with the possession, but that's a great step there by Dierks. Able to push that upfield, and now Richardson, she's going to pressure. Keep the pressure on. When that ball goes long like that, they need the pressure together. Now Waunakee. That's number 10, that's Delgado. Not able to find her teammate there. But again, comes across. Here's a dangerous opportunity. Some team defense. Unfortunately, ricochets off Summer Steele. Waunakee going to get the first corner kick of the night. A dangerous opportunity. Looks like number 8 for Waunakee. That's Brooke Nelson will be taking this kick. Brooke, a senior for Waunakee. She signals. Left foot, cross. A nice job by Reese McCabe, but it's going to go out of bounds for another corner kick. Not able to quite reel that one in. She had to punch it away. It looks like she got tangled up with her post defenseman just a little bit. That ball goes up to the top, not able to find a head. Excellent defense with the clear. Summer Steele, she finds Reese Richardson. Richardson thought she could beat her with speed, but great cover defense by Waunakee there. That ball now intercepted by Steele. Steele looking to slide that through. Again, a nice idea, but the ball needs more pace. Steele takes a touch. Great job finding Jones. Way to soften up the field. Jones plays it across, finds Morhoff. Morhoff with the touch. Morhoff does a nice job beating her defender, and then she comes inside. She's going to find Richardson. Richardson with a nice cut and into a turn. Richardson just kind of bodied off the ball there by a stronger defensive player from Waunakee. Nice step by Jones. And a step by Morhoff. Morhoff looks like her cleats got caught up in the grass a little bit with a little bit of a aid from Waunakee and twisted her ankle a little bit. You can see she's just limping a little bit. But I think she'll be all right.
It's going to be Steele.
She signals. Does not get the lace on it that she wanted. Looks like she got a lot of grass on that before she got ball. Again, indicative of how thick the grass is in this game tonight.
Our groundskeeper takes amazing care of it. His name is Ron. You'll usually see him at games. I believe I saw him out here starting this morning at 8 a.m., and I didn't see him leave until about 3. So
Absolutely. It's definitely lush, and he's doing a great job of it. Again, this is just what you deal with in springtime in Wisconsin. If this was a little later, if this was June or something, he could probably afford to cut it a little shorter, and just not able to do so as of yet. That ball goes over the Waunakee player's head. Jones, she plays a little volley back to Steele. Steele clears it up long. Header from Waunakee. Nice interception by her by Dierks. Well done. Now Maloney. She's on the side. She tries to find Richardson. Not able to quite connect on that one. Nice idea, though. Good pressure by Richardson. Maloney just needs to react a little quicker. Notice when Richardson pressuring the ball, she needs to pressure the off offensive player so they can't get that outlet pass.
absolutely.
Now the touch. Morhoff kind of dove in on that one. Good, clever clear, though. Oh, nice step over by Richardson. She's now got some field to play with. She's waiting for help. She's going to try to play it through to Maloney. I liked what she was thinking there, just not quite able to link up, and it's going to be a goal kick
Judge
for
just a little bit too much, yeah.
Waunakee. Ball taken on the short play on the goal kick. Moorhoff with the pressure.
Jones is going to put that one up high to Richardson.
Well done by Richardson to stay with it.
Back to Jones. Just kind of doing almost a volley action.
Jones just kind of, that's the freshman right there showing in her. She just kind of whacked at it. She didn't have any real purpose with that kick and just went into space to no one. She had time and space to take a touch there.
Waunakee's throw-in.
'18 will take this throw. Nice job by Derricks. Derricks off the Waunakee player. Waunakee takes a shot, high and wide, goal kick for Oregon. We're going to get our first substitution of the game. Ingalls and Mitchell are trying to enter the game. Not really sure what the holdup was. Center ref apparently needs to change something out. That'll give us an opportunity to thank our sponsors once again. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit them at OregonCares.org.
Looks like we're going to be able to get back in action here.
Goal kick found its way up, and now we've got a touch up the sidelines. This is Maloney. She's taking advantage of the speed, time, and space. She tries to get the cross up, but she earns herself a corner. Kylie Steele, dangerous off the corners, is going to take this corner kick. We do want to finish up and thank Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations.
You guys, your paper, that's because I'm just looking for a stat sheet that was given to us.
Absolutely. Steele dangerous. She's scored right off of corners before. This one bends to the top. Almost finds the head of Jones. Plays it back to Jones does to Moorhoff. Moorhoff volleys this one in. Ooh, we had Maloney coming on the backside, just not able to get there quite in time. Great idea, though. Nice turn by Summer Steele. Referee decides that is going to be just a little bit of a push by Steele, and then they're going to award a free kick to Waunakee. I think from the side judge who kind of waved the flag on that, he thought that maybe Steele used her arms to push off. Now Waunakee. They take control, they're driving. Bootsick is there. Nice job by Bootsick disrupting play, but not able to find the feet of a teammate. This one's going to go back, and Jones is going to clear this. Not quite what they had on the docket was Celia Mitchell. She just blasted out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw into Waunakee. Warriors survey. That ball played up.
Goalie's coming way out of the net on that one.
Great anticipation by the goalie to come out of the net on that one. This one able to be stopped once again. Long grass playing in the favor that time. Waunakee takes a touch. Tries to pull the trigger, but not able to get there. Well done defensively by Bootsick, but it's going to be a corner kick for Waunakee once again. finish up that sponsor thankings by thanking the folks at Shackelford Heating and Cooling. We also want to thank a couple other sponsors as well, wherever those went. Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries. Waunakee with the kick. Finds its way into the box, headed out clear. Good pressure by Steele. Now Maloney, she's able to get that ball and win it. Trying to find play up the field, but not able to get it all the way there to Mitchell. That ball struck wide. We're going to have a goal kick to the Panthers.
Looks like Reese is going to be able to pass this one off. Oh, no. Never mind.
Looks like Steele will take this one. We're going to go for the long kick on this one. Steele all the way up.
She's got quite the boot on her, that's for sure.
Absolutely, she does. Found its way up to Miller. Not able to connect on that one. You got to check to the ball. You can't move away from it. Jones does a nice job. Plays it up. Finds Mueller. But Moorhoff not on the same page. 15 from Waunakee now. Able to distribute. Great save.
Great
That was
save
a
by
nice
Reese.
shot. Yeah, great save by Reese McCabe. Absolutely, Ben. She played it quickly. Found its way up top.
Gave the offense enough time to get downfield, but the defense not enough. And Mitchell was able to grab that one, but unfortunately just didn't have the help that she was looking for. So
Ball played across. This is Waunakee. Taking a touch. Trying to get to the corner, but not able to get there, but it does a nice job defensively. Trying to see across the field. I believe that was Ingalls.
look like binoculars or something to see. The sun sure doesn't help, though.
No, actually that was Bizek. My apologies. That was Bizek that played that clear. Ingalls is in the middle. It's quite a ways away. We could use some binoculars some days around here.
Our PA announcer's a smart guy. He has him sitting right next to him, so.
This ball, a nice shot from about 30. Steele is going to take this one, but not before we get a substitute. Richardson back in for the Panthers now. Couple of.
Three for the Panthers, number 15, Maria Dirks, and number 21, Reese Richardson, and for the first time, number 17, Sophia Fulmer.
Fulmer in the game for the first time this evening. Good to see her on the field.
Looks like now we're getting some subs in for Waunakee.
Absolutely.
And of course, while we just have a quick second trading out, not in our sheet tonight, but in honor of Youth Night tonight, I'd just like to shout out the Oregon Youth Soccer Club. They do a great job on getting youth interested at such a young age. I believe even goes as low as U5 or U6. So
Absolutely. It's the lifeblood of this high school team. And all the championships and success this high school team has had is directly attributed to the Oregon Youth Association. It's one of the best programs in the state, if not for sure the county, but definitely in the state as well.
I remember playing it. It was well organized and it was really enjoyable. Great coaches, great board of directors. I don't know what they call themselves, but great people all around.
Absolutely. This one played back. Able to be cleared. Nice step there. But nobody filling that center void there. You can almost see it, and it is easier to see from up top here. But you start looking around, and sometimes when you see a big, giant, almost donut hole in the middle of the field, it's indicative of somebody not getting their spacing. Well done. Staying part of that one was number 17's Fulmer. Tried to get it to Richardson. Waunakee now is attacking. Good challenge there by Butzik. Jones able to clear. Goes over the head of the Waunakee player, and now Maloney. Maloney, she's got some speed. She gets a good touch. She's trying to pass that in just a little bit early to Richardson. That ball played up again, finds Maloney. A hard challenge there. Referee says play on. Now Richardson. She's going to try to get the corner on her. Good footwork there by Richardson. That was number 15. Derek's trying to get a left foot on that for a shot, but goes into the defense. Now a really nice play. We had a little bit of a collision there. And a nice job by the keeper from Waunakee. Oregon player trying to limp back into action. She's trying to decide if she's gonna go down or not. Richardson, Butzik back to Richardson. Richardson stays with it. Plays it back, finds number 5. That's Bijak. But right into another Waunakee player. It's number 12 for Waunakee. That's Abigail Everly.
I do think you're right. I do think at least half of Waunakee is here tonight. I'm looking everywhere, and I'm seeing a lot of purple.
It is quite. It is in this in the girls varsity soccer. It is quite a rivalry over the many years too. Both of them. Good quality. Makes for good fun. We got another substitution as Summer Steele waits for a high sign to put it in play. Kylie Steele now back on. They are sisters. Butzik applying good pressure. Now Bijak. Bijak puts out a play, but gonna give up a corner kick. Would like to have seen that one try and get outside, but understand the thinking there. We've got probably about 10 or 15 more minutes before that sun will go down behind the trees and we'll be able to see again.
Absolutely. The
Good
stadium
job.
lights are already on too, so.
Absolutely. The nice job by Reese McCabe there. Plays it forward. Yes, the stadium lights are prepped and ready so that there's no transition, so to speak.
They actually do need 15 minutes to warm up. I learned that today. And then they also need a 15-minute cool-down period. That was a new piece of information for me.
The warm-ups are integral in how they work.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job by Butzik. Now Bijak finds Richardson. Back to Butzik. Richardson. Bijak.
Good play.
Butzik. There's a nice combination there. Number 3, Mueller, she really needs to read that and come across the field for that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a difficult skill. Steele clears. Looking for Mueller. Waunakee controls. Back to McCabe.
Jones is just going to let McCabe take that one.
Good communication between defense and keeper there.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one thing that you guys probably don't hear that picks up on the mic, but these girls out here are actually talking quite frequently. So
Absolutely. It is, and it's difficult. You're not going to be able to hear that at home. We have the field mics out there, but we get the crowd noise and everything. It's
crowd's louder than the players most of the time.
Bijak off, Moorhoff back in. good little rest and water for Moorhoff, so she'll be fresh for probably the remainder of the half would be my guess. Speaking of which, we are at the 27:30 minute mark. So about 27 and a half in to this first half, where it remains 0-0 here at Huntoon Field between the Waunakee Warriors and the Oregon Panthers.
Richardson with a nice little tap is able to get that one, number 3, Mueller.
Was a nice little flick there. Now, nice job by Mueller, playing it back to Richardson. Richardson, she's going to get the corner. Oh, nice cut back. She puts it across. There really just was not the time and space to be able to take the multiple touches that they were looking for there. That had to be almost taken right off the full volley. Richardson now again. Richardson wanted the corner kick, but the referee says no. Says this is going to be a goal kick. Keeper waits, wants her team set. Ball played upfield. Nicely done. Keeps that from bouncing. That was number 14, Jordan Steffen. Nice job by Jones. Jones, she's got great defensive awareness, great anticipation, steps well, stands her man up defensively, but she's got to start learning to distribute that ball to feet. Nice job there by Mueller. She does a nice job turning. She's going to get the cross in. Nobody crashing, though.
More Oregon players definitely needed to be right in that center circle.
They just need to crash hard. This one now, again, finds Richardson. Richardson playing it all the way across. Looks like it's going to find Steele. Steele to Dirks. That's going to go out of bounds. Steffen not able to get there. We're going to get a throw in. But we're also going to get a substitution quick for Waunakee.
Sun is so close.
It's at that perfect height, folks, where it's literally right in our eyes.
There's no way you can avoid it right now.
Absolutely not.
I need those trees to go just a little bit taller.
We'll be in the clear here in a few minutes, though. Now Jones. Dirks to Steele. Steele got touched there by a Waunakee player, so didn't quite find the feet she was hoping for. Now Waunakee on the counter. They push forward. Luckily, Panthers had good defensive numbers. Jones. Good job standing her player up. Rather, that was Dirks that stirred her up. Jones just cleared it. Sorry, folks. They both have 5s on their jersey, and they both have blue shoes. What's a person to do?
Absolutely.
Now Moorhoff. Touches back to Jones. Jones looking for Mueller. Not there, though. This ball is going to go long. Jones going to play that nicely out of bounds for a throw-in and rather than giving up the corner kick. Well done there. Now Waunakee on the throw.
Oh, that can finally come down. Yeah, nice little sunshade.
Yes.
You can see now. You can see the whole field.
About 60 seconds from truly seeing everything. We got several substitutions now coming in for Oregon.
Right about at the 33rd minute of the game.
Waunakee throw. No, Celia Mitchell got a foot on that one. Nice feint there by Steele.
There you go.
Looking to change the field.
Great idea by Oregon.
Almost got there and still able to control, though, is Maloney. Gets it right back. Dispossessed. Strong defense there. Nice job by Moorhoff. This Waunakee team, they're a very physical team. Oregon, I think they need to step it up a little bit. I think they need to just become a little harder to the ball, a little bit more physical themselves, and I think they'll be right there. This game has been reasonably even. I would say Waunakee's had a little bit more of the possession in their offensive half, but really has not turned into anything either due to solid final third defense.
It's going at a great pace for Oregon, too. It's not like these girls are running up and down the field, so we're not going to see a really tired team come the second part of the game, but I am still super interested to see what's going to end up happening.
Steele with the kick.
Oh,
And
just
a
missed.
solid head, just a little wide. Probably the most dangerous opportunity of the game so far.
Absolutely. Goalies, looks like she's going to take this one.
Looks like she will. See what she's going to choose to play it short. The short play, Oregon needs to be on the ball there and have pressure right away. Kind of let them out easy, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
Now this ball being countered. Good recovery. That was nice speed there on the far side. That was number 5, Bizak, who recovered really well and used speed and didn't let that cross get off. Nice interception by Jones. Again, stands the player up, gets a little help from Steele. Not able to get the clear they wanted, though. Still going to be controlled in the final third by Waunakee. This cross does not go for a cross. It ends up going out of bounds. We're going to get a goal kick for the Panthers. About 5 minutes left in this first half, still 0-0.
I believe the Panthers are just going to try to hold this until the last second. I do feel like that. Coming from a person that has very little soccer knowledge, I do feel like if I was a coach, I would try to get the Panthers to hold on to the ball, play good defense as long as possible.
The 5 minutes is a long time in the half. You still want to be in that attacking mentality a little bit. But you definitely don't want to give up anything silly in those final 5 either.
Mm-hmm.
Waunakee pressures. Nice job by Dierks. Dierks looking for that sideline play. The header player coming back to her rather than making the run. Again, another good step by Jones there. Her defensive instincts really, really good.
Absolutely.
Nice job by Moorhoff there.
Jones once again able to put a small pause on their offensive drive.
She just whiffed a little bit on the kick, but the play was spot on. The instincts to step in, everything, those were right.
At about 3 minutes left.
That one cleared into the next county.
That one's going to, bike around the street. Bike around the street came to a complete stop. And he threw it back.
Being helpful. Always good.
Mm-hmm. I thought we would have 2 balls in play for a second. I'm not even going to lie with you. I thought we were going to see 2 balls coming at the exact same time. I'm like, 2 balls in the field, stop.
McCabe, nice job saving that. Great touch there. Nice job by Mueller bringing that down. She stays with it.
Able to put herself in front.
Oh, and a great little play by Moorhoff. Moorhoff again, I don't know where the tunnel vision comes from to just play that into nothing like that. She had a player going down the sidelines on that overlap. That's the simple play.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I try to teach all my players. That usually the simplest play is the best play.
Mm-hmm. Because it's the play that a lot of the times the defense will least expect. You usually will expect a player to do something if you assume that it's like that's the easy route. They're gonna try to move on to something else. I want to see if that happens.
Again, to me that's where Moorhoff went away from the easy play there. Just work the possession down the field into the final third. That's when you start going for the stuff on net.
Yeah. Sitting at about a minute left now. We're gonna.
Yeah, we'll have about a minute and a half here.
Minute and a half. All right.
Still 0-0. Our PA announcer will usually let us know when there's a minute left. This one gets all the way down to the corner, though, and a cross is able to be gotten off. Jones is there, though. She steps in, makes a nice play outside. Not able to be brought down, but a throw-in won by Maloney. And maybe this final minute, Mitchell playing in a little your idea there by throwing a substitution in the final minute to tick some time off the clock.
Absolutely.
Butzik and Majeski back in the field now. Butzik with a nice job intercepting that. She plays it out wide. Back to Butzik.
I don't think there's the communication aspect there.
No.
Turned a blind eye, it looked like, and ball went right behind her, and it's just too late at that point. So
Nice little touch by Steele.
Richardson's going to put that one high to Majeski.
She was trying to get a little flick there, Majeski, but not quite what they're looking for there. But now Maloney will take a touch.
9, 8, 7,
Majeski.
6, 5,
Majeski not able to get the turn. And that will bring us to the end of the first half, where it is still 0-0. We do want to take this opportunity here after the PA announcer is done to thank our sponsors and talk a little bit about the first half.
Absolutely. And of course, our camera operator, Noelle, tonight will make sure she tries to get as much of that action for you as possible. But now we'll take a quick second.
Absolutely.
And we will be right back after, of course, me and Jeff talk about the first half. But will we be right back with the start of the second half on Panther Soccer, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports.
We do want to take that opportunity, though, to thank our sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, feel good banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling. Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your neighbors for generations. First half comes to a close 0-0, Ben.
Mm-hmm. I feel like when the girls come out, especially for that second half, and I hope they're talking. I hope they're going to take a beat and talk about this. Is communication needs to be key. Like you said earlier, where they're just putting the ball just to get it out of their sight. It's not something you want to be seeing. You want to be able to take a beat. Even, of course, I'm not a coach, but if I were a coach, I would much rather my player loses the ball to a defender in front of her than kick the ball 30 feet down the field and hope that somebody's there.
As they like to say, hope's not a strategy.
Absolutely.
So, absolutely. What you want to do is you want to keep possession. You want to keep it on your feet. You want to keep things in front of you and sort of a boots-up field, so to speak.
Absolutely.
As opposed to it in front of you. What I am seeing, too, is you're seeing, again, a little bit of a slow pace with this longer grass. I think that's both been a help and a hindrance to both teams so far. The one thing I'm seeing, though, is Waunakee is more aggressive to the ball. Oregon seems to be just a little bit tentative and not on their toes, and I think that's something the coach staff needs to talk to going into the second half.
Absolutely, and it is super important at the exact same time to make sure that as a coach, and you said earlier you were a coach, correct?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
as a coach, you need to be able to make sure that you are aware of what the other team is kind of doing at a given moment. Because I know for Oregon, I do believe that we take down these videos after they've been filmed live to try to avoid that kind of thing from happening. So coaches have to be able to do that kind of stuff on the fly, and that's not something easy to do. And looking at Waunakee in the past, we see that they are super defense heavy, and we have to find a way to avoid that. There's no way getting around that. You know, it's not like they're just going to stop trying to be defense.
No, they're good defensively. They have good athletes on the other side. And yeah, we just need a little bit to ramp up the tenacity and just get a little crisper, and I think things will be all right. As Ben mentioned before, we're going to take this opportunity to just take a break here, and we'll be back with the second half here shortly.
Absolutely. See you guys in a bit.
Welcome back to the second half as we get underway between the Oregon Panthers and the Waunakee Warriors. Still 0-0 as the Oregon Panthers take that opening second half kick, and we're going to get a throw into the Panthers. This will be number 5, Bijak. Gets that flick back from Maloney. Tries to play it inside, but not quite. Now, takes a touch. This is Richardson. Richardson plays it back. Finds number 15, Derricks. Plays it inside. Nice combination. Gets through. Keeper has to make a very awkward save. But I like the attacking nature of the Panthers right out of the gate here.
Absolutely.
That hopefully they can keep it up for the long term. But that was a much different body language from the Panthers coming out the second half than they had the entire first.
Absolutely. I'm assuming that's definitely one of the things that they were talking about during halftime is be aggressive. You know, you want to be aggressive.
Absolutely. And really put Waunakee on their heels to start this. Nice touch by Steele. Steele does get that through behind the defender. And a nice run by Richardson, the Waunakee player that is too far away to see, folks. I hope you can see it in the camera, but we can't up here. We're a couple hundred yards away.
Number 13. I just peeked into the
There we
the
go.
camera. So
That was a nice job. That was number 13 for the Warriors there, who is Addison Dama, senior from Waunakee. This throw does a nice job. Richardson trying to get in behind, playing, and Richardson's correct. She does win the corner kick for Oregon. Dama's just absolutely not believing that it should be a goal kick, a corner kick. But from up here, from what I could see, she was the last one who touched it and then let it go out of bounds. I think maybe she just forgot she touched it. Short play, executed well. Oh, Richardson needs to take that off. There cannot be a touch on that one. I'm sorry, that's not Richardson. That was number 15, Derricks. Derricks, she doesn't have time for a touch there. That has to be taken right off the one touch.
absolutely. I don't even know if she had the time for the one touch. I think she only had enough time just to kick it.
It needed to be crossed right away. So that one goes off a Waunakee player. We'll get a throw in for the Oregon Panthers.
I'm loving this aggression I'm seeing right out of the gate. Oregon wants it, and it's starting to show a lot more than it was earlier. We're starting to see these girls taking a drive for the goal every single time. They're not taking as many shots back.
Butzik does a nice job anticipating there. Was aggressive there, just not able to link up. Now this one from from Derricks to Butzik. Derricks stays with it, plays it out wide. Moorhoff up to Richardson. Richardson looking for Butzik. She got a little ahead of the play, but there's Butzik to Maloney. Maloney touches down. Nice job there, number 5. That is Bijak. Bijak beats her player. She's going to get a cross in. Oh, so close.
I believe that was Richardson.
Waunakee really had a nice job there, packing the D in, making it difficult for that cross. Jones playing physical, like it. That's what this team needed. Now that ball comes across. Butzik. Not able to bring it down. Nice job there by Steele. Now Butzik helps, finds Maloney. Maloney back to Butzik. Butzik looking. She's going to go up top. tries to link up with 16, Mitchell. Mitchell needs to be more aggressive on that ball, though. She needs to get that touch there. We're going to get a free kick to Waunakee. Just a little bit too aggressive on that was the Panther player. So we're going to get a free kick. A festive evening here for youth night.
Oregon boys baseball are currently tied. I just poked my head out the door, so.
Excellent. We got a great sports update there. Tie game here, tie game behind us.
There you go. I wish I could give you the update on track.
Track's a little bit more difficult for updates, folks. You're probably going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. You have to wait till all the event scores come out. I do know that our camera operator has a sis that does track, so.
There you go.
Did she do okay today? Noelle thinks that she did good, so.
Excellent. Nice touch by Maloney there, though. That ball goes through. Panthers staying aggressive. Nice stick there by Steele.
Kind of looks like a mosh pit down there right now.
It was quite congested for sure.
A scrum like in rugby.
That ball struck well, but from a hard angle directly into the waiting hands of Reese McCabe. McCabe, she's going to play quickly this time. She wants her team up and up fast. The midfielders need to work harder, flat out. If you're going to play that quickly, your midfielders have to work harder.
Absolutely. See a dangerous cross right in front of the goal.
And defensively, getting help there was McCabe, and we do get a clearance. Very, very dangerous opportunity for Waunakee there. A little discombobulation in the back line we hadn't seen all evening. Waunakee with the throw. Finds a player.
That one's going to be a little bit high over the goal.
Quick strike by Brooke Nelson there, left-footed, but a little tall. Steele is going to take this kick. Played up. Bootsick.
This one's going to go into the audience.
Well fielded there by the stands.
If you've ever been to a Madison Mallards game, they would call that one a wiener. So if you find the ball, you can get a free hot dog. And you have to turn the ball in, of course. But
that ball kicked out of bounds by Steele. Nice little feint there. Waunakee, that was number 15 from Waunakee. That was Alexis Thompson. She's basically saying, hey, where's the help?
McCabe's going to give her midfield a bit to get down the field. They're not really getting the message right now about where McCabe wants for them to be.
She wants to play quickly. She wants them burning up the field.
Absolutely. She wants to try to keep it out of her zone as much as possible. And Oregon's offense and defense isn't really helping with that.
That ball flicked. Nice job by Steele shielding the ball for her keeper. McCabe able to collect.
Now again, McCabe's infield not really getting the memo about where she wants it to be, and she's just going to keep on putting it down, getting out of her own half as much as possible.
That ball goes over the top, not able to get the first bounce, but able to get it is Maloney. She gets it into McCabe. Now Kylie Steele, she pressures. That's great strength there by Steele. This is the
it's a 1v2 right now against Steele.
One of the things that having coached against them and known the style of play, Waunakee has always been a very physical team. But the thing about them is if you get real physical with them, they don't always respond the best.
Like you said earlier, this is a rivalry, so we might see a little bit harsher contact.
Jones now or Bijak rather. Or is that Jones? I think that is Jones. Done a nice job of shutting her down. Good defense by Maloney there. The referees in the stands want a handball, but they obviously don't understand the rules. Handball has to be definitive and unavoidable, and that
went right toward her face. That wasn't too avoidable.
no, absolutely not. The Panther player had no chance to maneuver at all. This ball,
Oh, just a little tad shy.
and that right there shows, that play right there shows how when you get collected and you counterattack quickly, how you can get a score right out of the gate. Waunakee keeper with the goal kick. She'll take this one long. Maloney there, nice header. Now Mitchell, she tries to stay with it. Mitchell's on it. Mitchell's going to take a kick. And
she's
Mitchell
gonna
finds
get
the back of the
that.
net.
She's going to put that right in the sweet spot where the goalie couldn't get it.
That one was low. It was struck well, and it was at the corner. And the keeper just not able to get to it because it was on the floor.
Oregon Panther goal scored unassisted by number 16, sophomore Celia Mitchell.
A nice job by Celia Mitchell to bring that ball down. Attacked where it needed to be attacked, and then put a nice strike right on the floor. A lot of folks at home maybe don't realize that the ball that's struck on the ground like that is one of the hardest saves for a keeper. The reason it's
Panthers, number 9, McKenna Ingles, and number 3, Olivia Miller.
Miller and Ingles back in now. Celia Mitchell going to get rewarded for her efforts with a little rest. But yeah, those hard shots that are on the floor are probably the hardest saves that a keeper can try and make. And the primary reason for that is you can't go faster than gravity. There's no explosiveness. There's no getting down quicker than gravity can get you there.
Absolutely.
We are going to get a corner kick, though, so Panthers
Corner kick for the
Should-
Warriors.
shouldn't be celebrating too hard here. We need to keep the head in the game, but they are up 1-0 at the 52-minute mark of the second half here. Waunakee signals. Ball in the air.
Oregon.
Nice header
Good
out.
on the defense.
Great defense there. Great header. That was good composure there by number 3 from Waunakee. But Oregon looks to counter now. That was Frazier, by the way, number 3 from Waunakee.
I need like a giant magnifying glass as this window so I can see better. Like, I am 16 years old and I cannot see anything out there except for the people right in front of me.
It is a little bit difficult on that far side of the field. If they're not in the middle of the field or closer to us, it gets to be very difficult. The numbers get quite small and blurry. That one cleared out by Steele. Quality clear. Gives everybody a chance to get back and get reset. Little bit of an overplay there by Moorhoff. Waunakee trying to get the clear in, but the defense up to the task. That was a quick, nice turn. Not able to turn it into anything. I believe that was Ingles on that turn. Now Maloney came back to help defensively, worked hard. Ooh, a very dangerous opportunity there. Almost snuck through.
I'll be honest. I don't even know how you prevent that as a goalie. That's definitely a hard one to read when she's in one of those corners like that. You can't move right away, or else she'll just get an even easier kick on you. You have to wait until after that ball's kicked.
Well, and especially in that situation where the ball was mishit by the player and took a little ricochet. Now you're trying to react to something that you thought was going one way and now is going the other. But her defenseman there needs to help. Good job by Butzik.
A goalie can only do so much.
Richardson got ahead on it, but ball went the opposite way she thought it was going to. Nice job by Butzik there. That was good composure. Now this ball is going to go through Richardson.
We're going to see a rundown, and that
now
one's
Maloney, this is going to
up.
stay in. This is one of those situations where the grass has helped. And, oh my goodness.
It's just going to miss the goal.
Phenomenal cutback by Maloney. She just laid it off to Richardson. Richardson with an absolutely awesome opportunity. She had a lot of net to work with, but just pushes it wide.
Back on for Waunakee, number 24, Claire Strayer.
Great job, though. This ball played short. It's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a throw into Oregon. This more aggressive stance by Oregon, playing a little more physical, a little more aggressive, plus getting the goal. You can see it's got Waunakee a little bit shook. Now, nice play there. Oh, Ingles tried to cut it back. She needed about another inch. It's number 8, Nelson, trying to indicate where everybody needed to go.
That's going to be out of bounds.
It's going to be actually a free kick for Oregon that the referee called before the ball went out of bounds. So Summer Steele will take this kick. Center back and one of the captains for the Panthers. Committed to Division II Parkside for college next year, as I understand, to play there and go to school.
Parkside is a great school. I think my wrestling coach actually went to Parkside.
Really, it's a really underrated school in the state that a lot of kids just don't know enough about.
And once again, I understand what she was trying to do there, but I don't know if it was executed on how she was hoping it would be.
Well, I'm just not sure that this team isn't really built for the home run ball this year. The last year, the team had a lot of strength, senior leadership, and speed up top. This year, they have some good skill, but they have a few less seniors. The outright straight line speed isn't quite the same. So that home run ball becomes a little bit more difficult, and it's even more difficult on a slow pitch like this.
Absolutely.
Now Steele, she makes a turn. She's got a great left foot. Let's see what happens here. It's going to go off a defender, and she's going to earn her team a corner kick.
Corner kick, Panthers.
Fantastic job there.
On for Oregon, Amaria Dirks, Sophia Fulmer, and Celia Mitchell.
Still at a tie ball game for your Oregon Panthers for baseball, for boys varsity baseball. At a tie game still. So we're going to see what happens the rest of the night.
Let's go Panthers. Indicating the kick. She's going to go long this time. Not able to find a head on that one. Good job by Ingles, working the back to get that ball. Panthers really being aggressive, smothering them on the pressure. Tucking in, good stacking defense. Steele's there. Good strength by Steele. Oh, she just could not keep the ball to the outside for the throw rather than the corner kick.
Corner kick, Waunakee.
Ball on the corner. Signal. Kick. Inside. Good header by Bootsick. Well done to clear. Panthers just need to go. They need to be sprinting. They need to get on a bike and go. Mitchell pushes it forward. Continues to push forward. She's waiting for help. The grass helped her out a little bit there. Now Maloney. She's going to try to get through the corners. She's going to get a cross in.
Goalie was just too quick to pick that one up.
Waunakee keeper. Good punt. Not able to get there with Jones, but Steele covers. Clears that.
Goes
Throw
into
in.
the opposing team's booth. I don't know what's it called in
Benches.
soccer. Benches. Okay. Used to dugout and booth. So this is a change for me too.
Throw in for Waunakee. Good throw. Gets through the first layer of defense. That one gets all the way through, but just nobody on the back door to tap it home. Now, Oregon. Dispossessed there. They read that pass well. Kind of telegraphed. Nice job by Bootsick. She takes this one away. She keeps take the space. If they're going to give you space, take it. She's doing a great job.
A little bit of miscommunication there.
Mitchell maybe didn't need to put that one exactly there, but Maloney now. Excellent job by Maloney. That one's going to go across. That is going to make the line, and it's going to be a corner kick to Oregon. Huge opportunity here. We are at the 61-minute mark of the second half. It's 1-0 Panthers. Panthers are going to get this corner kick. Should probably be being played by, well, let's see here. We've got the feint for the short ball, and they are going to play it short. Nice job there by Ingles. Now Maloney. Maloney just not quite sure on that one. And a bit of a miscue by number 17, Fulmer, who thought she was playing back to the goalie, but did not put nearly enough pace on that ball. And an amazing save by Reese McCabe to keep this game at 1-0. That was a tremendous save by McCabe. Almost gave one away there, folks, but a great job there by the keeper. Again, still, even in the second half, struggling a bit with the pace in this longer, flusher grass. That ball nearly gets through. Defensively got some help there. And now a good clear there by Oregon. Good job there by Dierks.
This one
Ball
going
gets
back to the
cleared.
audience. Ooh, almost hit our mic down there. That was a close one.
The 10 points for that?
Game's over. Is it the 60th minute yet?
All right. That ball brought down by Waunakee. Played across. Bootsick. Nice header. Header with purpose. Finding feet. Bootsick now plays it forward. Looking for Mitchell. Not quite there. Bootsick again. Nice little slide.
She's got
No.
space right now.
Now the touch is Dierks. Dierks can drive to space. She'll play it into Mitchell. Mitchell
Mitchell
has
by
an
her
opportunity.
own, and
Release the trigger quickly. I like the thought process there, and she put some good power on it. Just needs to find frame. We are going to get a substitution and a goal kick here. We hope you're enjoying this exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports at OCA Media. Let your customers and friends know that you care about your community. Join our family of sponsors who make this program possible. Please contact Paul. His email address is paul@ocamedia.com for more information. That's paul@ocamedia.com. That ball placed into play by the keeper. Bootsick with the pressure. A few substitutions happened. Jordan Steffen on the field now, and she's going to get a touch on this one. She's got got tripped up by the grass monster, as they say. So
just enough unexpected. What's the word? I'm searching for a word right now. I hate it when this happens. Unexpectation, I think, is what I'm looking for. I'm not sure. There's a word I'm looking for, and I don't think it's an actual English word.
Unexpectedly?
Hey, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
Don't worry, it doesn't get any easier when you get older.
Once again, I think they're trying to hit the mic now.
We are going to get a throw in, though. This will be on number 14, Lauren Whitman. Threw that ball in for Waunakee. Oh, good track back there. That was Fulmer. Really did a nice job. Now outside. She, again, kind of lost her footing there. Was number 14, Steffen. Ball into play. Steffen again. That's the third time I've seen Steffen go down. It makes me curious if maybe she just doesn't have the right cleats for the conditions right now. In soccer, there's definitely, depending on if you're on turf versus grass versus long versus hard surface, there's different cleats that can make a difference. No different than professional football. You'll see them doing a little bit different length cleats depending on weather conditions and grass conditions.
It also depends on the player itself. A lot like one of the Green Bay Packers' older linebackers. He's long retired now. I remember my dad would always talk about, like, I think his cleat should be illegal because he always preferred just a little bit of a longer spike because he felt he could get more grip into the ground. So
yeah, that's there does need to be some common sense to it at a point where there's player safety, but definitely there's some advantages to understanding where the different types of shoes and boots can come into play.
Absolutely.
That ball blocked. Nice job defensively there by Oregon.
Reese.
That was a well-struck ball. McCabe does a nice job to keep that out of the net.
McCabe is an amazing goalie, that's for sure. Honestly, that first one I felt like I could have blocked if I was a goalie, but it was that player coming right at me that I don't think I could have grabbed it in time after knocking it down. She was quick and she was able to understand what was happening quite relatively quickly.
She controls her rebounds so that she knows where they're going.
Absolutely. I haven't heard any cheering behind me yet, so I'm assuming that the score is still 0-0 at the boys' baseball game.
Yeah, no real indicators as of yet. That did go. We were waiting for the signal. We wasn't quite sure, but it does look like it is going to be a goal kick to the Panthers. Signaling a steal. She plays that one upfield. Good jostling opportunity. I feel like that real aggressive posture by the Panthers is slowly diminishing.
Back out for Oregon with 4 by Maloney.
Maybe we just need to get a couple of the right substitutions and get that energy level back up. Ball taken down. Attacking now.
One of those times.
Nice run. Good release by Reese Richardson. free kick in favor of the Panthers. In a very dangerous and opportunistic part of the field.
Players going to tie their shoe. That's very important to ensure player safety.
And it sometimes gives your team an opportunity, too, to get themselves set up. There's a little gamesmanship. A little surprised that they got Kylie Steele on this one. She's left-footed. That means the ball is going to have a natural inclination to turn out from the goal from that position on the field. A little surprised that Summer Steele doesn't take this one. And
I assume they're sisters, correct?
They are.
Okay.
Summer the senior, Kylie the sophomore, I believe.
So Oregon definitely has a lot more of a younger team than I think I'm used to. I know 4 of these girls are sophomores.
Yeah, there's a few sophomores and a couple of freshmen starting tonight. Definitely got some youth. You know, have some quality seniors. The seniors they have are very quality, but yeah, definitely there's reason to be optimistic that the team will continue to be pretty decent in the future, though, with this number of underclassmen contributing to a good team.
I'd like to point out what just happened. If you guys didn't see it, what Ava Butsick did is once she got the ball, she immediately communicated. She stuck her arm straight out, and Jordan Steffen was able to meet her right at that moment. And that ended up working out in Oregon's favor. Sorry, that ended up not working out in Oregon's favor as the ball did go out down there, but it's good to see that communication, that's for sure.
Excellent observation, Ben. Those are the little things that can make a difference in the game, too.
Absolutely. Once again, that grass field coming in handy where the ball's just going to roll out of enough speed.
A little bit of gamesmanship there from both players. The ball does go out of bounds. We're going to get should be getting a throw in here.
I think the refs are going to talk real quick about that, about the sportsmanship that was happening down there. Ask
Let's just know what he saw.
Absolutely.
And now they're going to see if the player can come on.
Not sure if our camera operator is showing you guys, but beautiful, beautiful sunset just beyond the trees.
Absolutely. This is
if she's not right now, she will definitely show you guys it a bit. Once we get a second, it's a nice little pink sky sunset.
Beautiful summer night in the early part of May.
And when it comes to summer, we're gonna have a beautiful desert night. That's for sure in Wisconsin.
And this one,
Jordan rushing down there as quickly as she can, just ended up turning into who was the quicker player. Jordan able to meet it right in the middle. Steffen's definitely able to get quick on that one.
An inch away from that being a really, really big opportunity for the Panthers.
Absolutely.
That ball thrown in by Waunakee. Good pressure there by Bijak. Well, a little bit of slippage there, but not to anybody's detriment. We'll get a throw in to Waunakee. We're in the 72nd minute mark of the second half. Just under 8 minutes to play in the second half. Oregon 1, Waunakee 0. Very evenly contested match to date. Maybe a little bit of an over-anxious shot on goal from, that was probably close to 40 yards out. An ambitious play nevertheless. Maloney comes in, replaces Steffen.
Definitely give Steffen a quick break after all that up and down running she just did.
Maloney should be fresh. She had good rest, and she's an aggressive, solid upperclassman.
That's one thing I've definitely noticed a lot from Coach Mitchell is his rotations. He doesn't necessarily. He definitely has exceptions for some players, but he understands the importance and needs of rest and breaks, and if he sees something happen, he'll make sure that, okay, she needs a sec now. I know that the boys team he does that with, because I know a few boys on that team, but it's always a good coach when he understands.
Especially those midfielders. They're the ones that have to track back and really play a full field. Touch by Maloney. Good idea, not quite to where she wanted.
That ball had some good curve on it.
That was well struck by Brooke Nelson. Had a little curve, had some pace, but unimpeded into the waiting arms of Reese McCabe. Ball totted around in the midfield, out of bounds. Throw in Oregon. Good interception there. Ball played up to Reese Richardson. Haven't heard a lot of Richardson's name in the second half so far. Like to see her get involved a little bit more. She's got great skill, speed, and aggressiveness. Get upfield quickly is what we want.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if you know this, but Richardson is a two-sport player. She's also varsity on basketball, and she's really aggressive on defense. And so far I've noticed that she's kind of the same way with soccer. She knows how to play defense really well. She knows how to get in the girl's face, and that's something that's super important.
You can't teach that motor, it feels like.
No, you definitely can. I've seen coaches try. Defense is like one of those things that you really, really have it, or you really, really don't.
Very interesting call. Referee awarding a free kick. The player did go down, but from our point of view, there was no contact there. So just maybe a different angle for the referee.
Absolutely. It definitely seems like the fans and coaches disagreed with that one heavily, though.
Nice job by Butzik. Just rising up tall to get that ball before a Waunakee player could. Nice turn.
Dangerous spot right here.
Yeah, really got lucky there. That ball had a clean shot on the ground by Waunakee. Probably about as good a play as you can get without actually finding the back of the net.
Absolutely.
Oregon definitely lucking out on that one.
One of the things I'm super, super interested to see on what ends up happening is like how they're going to start playing the last 4 minutes of this game.
As we are into that last 4 minutes, still by the skin of their teeth, 1-0. This is where it'd be interesting to see what kind of gamesmanship Coach Mitchell might play here. There is a philosophy by some coaches that you get into under 4 minutes, you start substituting regularly.
Oh, okay.
And the reason you start substituting regularly is clock doesn't stop in soccer, and that can burn off a lot of precious minutes.
Goalie coming way out of her box there. I'm not sure if there was a strategy to that at all, but I do feel like that could be very dangerous very quickly.
That was a good read by the keeper. She had no backdoor help. She saw the Oregon player getting there, and she felt she could get there first. And I like that out of a keeper. She was decisive. She came out, she challenged, and she got it clear. If she doesn't, the Oregon player gets there first, and then all kinds of bad things can potentially happen.
Got it. It's definitely a lot better having the knowledge of a coach with you in this, with you behind the mic. I have the same thing with basketball. Mr. Mayo, he's a coach for basketball. It's really nice to have that knowledge. Some things you definitely will not understand as a player that you understand as a coach.
So right there, down there on this play, we had the corner kick. And you'll see that 2 Oregon players went down, and they just basically protected the ball on the corner. And referee is asking for the time to be stopped because he's probably going to go down and.
Looks like we had a judgy opinion from a fan in the stands.
Yeah, that'll happen, but we need a trainer is what's going on. So what was going on down there, folks, is the Oregon players, rather than taking the outright corner kick, because we are into the final 2 minutes of play, they just look to guard that ball down on the corner using the sidelines as help and able to keep it down there just to waste precious seconds. The Waunakee players went down there to try and dig that out, try to be aggressive, and looks like they just maybe got tangled up and the player went down, and we're going to get that injury timeout. Player is up on their feet and walking, looks like without a limp under their own. Yeah, able to walk off on their own. So that's really good to see. Never like to see any players seriously injured in this game, no matter who they are and what teams they play for. We are just going to wait for things to get cleared up. The ball is going to be, should be a throw-in for Oregon. Referee looking to signal. Nice job on that throw-in, the same strategy. And again, we're going to get an Oregon throw. Oregon really looking to try and milk these seconds off.
I heard a lot of cheering, so I went and checked the baseball field and to find the clock off. So I do not have a final score update for your Panthers for baseball. So apologies on that, but
we'll do our best. But Oregon, or the referee asking him to stop the clock because Butzik took off, but Butzik just didn't hear it. She just didn't hear the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Good interception there.
Oregon has to be really aggressive this last minute almost. We got about 10 seconds, about minute 10 left, so we have to be aggressive here. Good idea by Jones.
You can actually see Jones grabbing her head, saying, "Oh, why did I do that? That was going to go out for a goal kick, and I just gave up a corner kick."
Yeah.
But it happened so quickly.
It was a good idea. It's just wrong time.
We are going to get the corner kick. Corner kick floats in.
Ball's down.
Ball's dangerously down.
That one's going to get out.
It's going to get volleyed back in. And Reese McCabe is there.
Reese McCabe taking a second coming up as she might have just saved the game.
Excellent job by McCabe. She's going to let everybody get up there, and she's going to boot that ball downfield. We do have 15 seconds left. Oh, great job there.
Great job by Richardson.
Richardson's going to drive. She's going to try to take a shot. And
that's going to go in the last couple of seconds of the game.
2 seconds left in the game, and Oregon puts another tally on the board on a great counterattack.
You know what? My math teacher was right. 2-zip. He was perfect by the score. He had that down. So
Mitchell with her second goal of the game.
Yeah, that was impressive. She scored 100% of the goals tonight.
Your math teacher will be pleased with that.
Yep.
And really, Richardson. Now, Celia Mitchell will get the opportunity to be the goal scorer on the board, and quality to her for being in the right place at the right time. But Richardson made that play. She made that play by driving hard. She made that play by dishing at the last second, being unselfish. It was fantastic. Before we say any sign-offs, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors here, Ben.
So once again, I'm Ben Baker along with
Jeff Rohrer.
And we'd like to thank you guys for watching tonight, but more importantly, we would like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to provide you this exciting game. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all of Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stone Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations.
That second half was a night and day performance by the Panthers, Ben. I think we saw them come out in a much more aggressive stance. they were playing more physical. They were winning those races of the balls that they weren't even really going for in the first half, and it was all the difference in the game.
Absolutely. That's going to do it tonight. Camera operator Noel. Once again, I'm Ben Baker, and along with Jeff, and we will see you guys next time.
Have a great night, folks. We'll see you again soon.